following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Friday, fan fun phone Friday, and tweets. You are looking live.
Let's go!
Tostitos Championship Plaza at the Star. Outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco. It is a gloomy.
Hey man, I hope you ain't taking this out on me because what's my man Church challenging you every day now?
It's a gloomy 75 degrees. It feels like
you got to come better than that, man. You got to
high of 79, low of
I told Patrick crazy what you said.
69 degrees tonight.
No, it didn't. I'm not a troublemaker like I used to.
I'll tell Patrick what I said.
Yeah, I know you will.
Call us 888-855-2297.
Hey, did we talk about the Tostito Phil? Did we get the? We didn't hear that.
On there.
You were too busy.
You had your own conversation
getting beat up, beat on, beat off, whatever was going on over there.
Wow. Okay, all right.
There we go. You gonna stop?
I mean, I don't know what y'all are doing. I was doing the show.
It was started a week ago, right?
That's how we do it, baby.
Yeah.
Structure show on the .com, baby.
Wow, man.
All right, I got to read. So we're going to take tweets today. Tweet us at HWTB.
Is it text or tweet?
Both.
Tweet or call 888-855-2297. The show today is about the fans because we got the best fans. But I have to read this tweet.
Okay.
If I can find it, I should have been more prepared. It's from.
No way.
We love this structure.
It's from Richard at RP at. I don't even know how to spell at RPOTENTE3. And he said, he tweeted this just to me, so I don't know if any of y'all saw it. This is pretty spot on. Talking Cowboys is your cousin. The break is your dad, and hanging with the boys is your drunk uncle at holidays.
Wow. You take that dude off your feet, man.
Not too far off. Yeah. Pretty spot on. So how are we feeling today? It's Friday.
Good.
Short week.
Amazing, man.
Week went by quick with that Monday game, man.
It did.
Week went by super quick. So
I feel amazing.
Why are you feeling so good?
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
Payday.
It is payday.
Is it payday? The fair's in town.
Is it payday for us, Kurt?
Do you like? Let's actually. We live in Texas. We've all been here 10+ years.
Where'd my water go?
Do you guys enjoy the Texas State Fair? Like, is that a thing for you?
I can't wait next week. I got to get out there, man.
You like to go?
I got a date with some French fries and some corn.
You like to go eat, or do you like to walk around? You like to ride? What do you do?
I like to eat.
No, we know that.
Please mark that and pull that for later.
I like to eat.
We know that.
You can mark whatever you want. Texas State. Man, when I see Big Homeboy standing up there, I'll be like, "What's up, homie? We finna grub out."
Hey, Nate, how you doing, partner?
I got a turkey leg.
All right, Nate Newton walks into the Texas State Fair.
Oh, where's this going?
No. Nate Newton walks into the Texas State Fair. You're beelining to what food station first? What is the first food
It's
that
either
you have
going to be the Fletcher's corny dogs or it's going to be the French fries. I'm going directly there. And after I get that and I walk around a little bit, then I'm looking for the corn. I'm looking for the big, long corn.
The roasted corn?
Yeah, and then my wife is on to the turkey. So, I eat part of her turkey,
Kurt?
I hate to say it, but I haven't been to this fair for like decades.
It's okay.
Shannon,
I eat your part. Don't worry. I eat enough for you.
years since I've been to the
I'm
fair.
like Kurt. I've lived here 18, and I have only up until, was it 2 years ago? Because there wasn't a fair last year, right?
Right.
So 2 years ago, I'd only been one time, and I think I went twice, 2 or 3 times 2 years ago. And I'll go back this year. It kind of, I liked it. I enjoyed it. And the food I like. Where did I go? There was a place. Derek goes to this place all the time. It's on the south side of Dallas, and they have a booth out there, and they have delicious fried catfish. I can't remember the name of the place.
Oh man,
I
that
have to
fish be jumping.
The corn dogs are good.
Man, everything about the fair,
so
man.
y'all don't have a problem eating glizzies in public? Like y'all just walk around with those corn dogs and just y'all have no problem just biting those corn dogs in public?
Just right, just busting them up. I have no problem.
In public. Just y'all don't that doesn't feel
don't bother me at all, man.
just glizzy down at the state fair.
Mustard on it.
Yeah,
Dude,
they have.
So you got a beard, so
You guys always going to the gutter, man.
They had
glizzied out, man. At the
No,
state
that's the
fair.
thing you need to think about as a man.
The only problem I have
That's
is
the
when
thing
I'm
you need to
sitting
talk
there
about as a-
enjoying something to eat and some fan want to walk up and go to talk about the cop. Hold on, bro.
Right in the middle of your
If you
glizzy.
want to, if you want to stand here until I'm finished eating, and then we'll talk a little bit about the Cowboys. Not much.
For me, I hate the state fair. I hate it.
Why?
I hate it.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
Hard to get in and out
Especially when
of.
you're trying to take a full
Come on, man.
I'll tell you
That's the
this.
experience. Don't do that.
I'll tell you this.
Don't do that.
Like,
Tweet
for
him
me,
at 4th and long. How much?
yeah, I hate the Texas State Fair. This is how I go right to valet. I valet, and I go right in, and all I want is the fried cheesecake with either the raspberry or the strawberry topping. That's all I
That's
want.
pretty bougie to me.
That's all I want. I go in there, I get one, I do one lap. As I'm eating, I get two, I do one lap. And then on the way out, I get one to go. And that is all
What
I
is
need.
it? What is it?
Fried cheesecake.
That's it.
They got I get one with strawberry and I get one with raspberry. I do one lap around and I'm gone.
Is it in the? So there's.
It's under where Big Tex is at. So where Big Tex is
Okay.
at, if you just walk straight, it normally is on that right, like right around there. It's on that right hand side in a small little booth. It's like the funnel cake is over there and all that kind of stuff. Fried cheesecake, strawberry, raspberry, one lap, your boy is gone.
That's quick.
That's it.
It's like Nate's trips to Mexico.
Do you tell the valet to keep the car running?
So 2
No,
days
don't keep
in
my
a
car
row,
running to
Kurt
South
done
Dallas.
took shots at me.
Park
2
mine
days
and
in
lock
a
it
row.
up.
I
You get a
apologize.
third. You get a third. And I'm coming at you for a week. Hey, but
All right, let's get into football.
away with you, Jesse.
sorry.
That's part of parking in the neighborhood.
No.
Parking. Now, that's when I talk to the people. When I first park, you want to talk Cowboys, bam, we're going to do it. Because when I hit the fair, I'm focused, dog. I'm
Straight to the
focused.
glizzies.
they eating, bro.
Fletcher glizzies.
Yeah, they had corn dogs up here last Friday to kick off the fair. They try to do cute things with the menu every once in a while. Like on Fridays when we played, usually Philly, I think you have cheesesteak and they
Yeah.
do all that. And they had corn dogs last Friday. So I'm sitting at my desk and that thought came across my mind. I'm putting mustard on it. I'm sitting there at my desk eating a corn dog like that. And I'm like,
It's just a cool.
And you got a
not
glass
ever at
window,
my
like,
desk.
Who's
like,
sitting at
eating
this?
Not everything is,
Kurt,
You can think what you want. I'm eating the corn dog.
I love a corn dog, but you gotta.
Yeah.
Look at our boy Gio.
No, I'm getting it. I'm gonna punch it up. Give me a second.
Yeah, y'all can put that wherever you want. That big noon, baby. Big noon doing what he do best, baby.
But Kurt, you can't tell me like that thought
You
doesn't
like that, Jeff?
cross your mind when you're eating
Yeah.
a corn dog.
Let's get
In public.
Let's get into football, man.
okay, remember the
Let's
last
get
time
into
I have.
football.
All right,
Good.
before,
Don't eat them in public.
Before we take any calls, I got a tweet here. I'm going to kick it over to Chris. I just kicked it over to Chris. We can pull that up. From Michael Rodriguez to kick the show off. He says, "Can we show some love today for the job Coach Philbin has done with this line so far? And what are some things he can do this week versus that tough Panthers D? Thanks." And that's at Mikey2213. Nate, you were screaming Coach Philbin's praises in the preseason, last year, earlier this season.
Love it.
What are some things he can do this week? Or does he need to do anything different?
Don't show too much film. No, just joking. Just keep doing what he's doing. He prepares these guys real well. Be technique sound. Be for the Derek Brown, I think is his name. For the two guys, Daquan. Look at that,
Brian
Timmy.
Burns.
No.
Shaq Thompson.
No. Those are the outside
you want
guys.
the inside guys.
Inside.
The
thick
inside
boys.
guys
Ron
is
Jones.
going to dictate everything.
Yeah.
Is it
Daquan
Daquan Jones?
Derek Brown.
You better be ready for them. If you can control them and slow them down and not let them sink our pocket, we ain't got to worry about the outside. But if these guys sink our pocket in the middle, yeah.
Still need help out there still?
Yeah, still, yes, sir. Burns ain't no joke. Hassan ain't them dudes ain't no joke. One of them got 20 sacks in the over the last 2 years, so he got 10 a year. So these guys ain't no joke. These guys remind me of us right before our Super Bowl year. And I'm not saying Carolina's that. I'm not saying that. But we were unknown. We were unknown. These guys are unknown. Our defense was unknown. Then the next year, everybody knew. And this is who these guys are. They got guys with 10 or more sacks. They got 14 sacks right now. Mm-hmm. So Coach Philbin got his
14.
Yeah.
We got 14 already this year.
Yeah. So one guy got 5, one guy got 4, one other guy got 3.5.
How many games they played?
3. Yeah. So they get to the ball, man. They're 2.6 yards per carry on versus the run. So this is going to be a good, solid game. These coaches coach their guys well. They play well. They play hard. They play fast. They play aggressive, man. They're never not knowing what to do. When they're corners, when you get outside and break contain on their defensive ends, when their defensive ends do let you get outside, their corners are very decisive. They're coming up. Yeah. They're coming up attacking. They ain't sitting there like, they coming up like shot out of a cannon. Same with their safeties. When they know where they're supposed to be. And
when you're trying like a steal or the guys up front or whatever, when you're designing helping with the running back or the tight end or something, is Philbin involved in that, or does that come from?
Yeah. You're gonna want to know. I want to know as an offensive lineman if I got a possible chip, because I'm gonna leave you some. If I'm engulfing this guy, I'm getting ready to engulf this guy whole body. You're always working a half body. Like Shannon, if Shannon rushing, I want to force him to the outside. So I'm working a half body. I'm willing to give him a half body. But sometimes I'm going to come at him aggressively and then jump back. And if I'm all over his body and I never leave enough for that back to chip, but he still want to get a chip in, he going to knock this guy inside, and I ain't protected inside. You get what I'm saying? I ain't thinking about that. So you got to know when your chips are coming. It's nice to know when a tight end is out there and going to give you some help versus he just going to release out. You want to know all of these things.
Who calls that?
The formations will tell you.
Formation and protection.
Formation and protection will tell you what
it's
you
in
got.
the call thing. It's in the call.
Okay. Yeah.
So when they sit down and they do offensive game planning, like your protection will tell you, your formation will tell you, okay, hey, he's going to stay in with you, and then they'll go, Coach Pete will go, hey, listen, running backs, when we call this, right, that tight end's releasing. Yeah. Chip them on your way out. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little something before you head out there, because they'll tell you, hey, running backs, you got protect here, and then once you release, get a little piece, because you're not in the progression like that. You're a safety valve or whatever it may be. 9 times out of 10, when a running back's chipping, the route progression doesn't involve them. Oh yeah. They're going to be the guy who it's going to be 1, 2, nothing. Okay, let's find our back and dump it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when the back goes and chips, because if I want a back to be deliberate in what he does, then I ain't got time for the timing can get messed up if he messing around chipping and touching other guys and all that. Go. Yeah. But if he's going to chip, then my progression is saying, hey, just hit him back onto that tackle, then you release late. You leak out late. Once we secure the pocket, you release out late, and then we'll come to you later.
You know what I heard out of all that?
It's dirty, probably.
Release and get a piece and dump it down.
See, that's Freaky Friday. Let's go.
Before we go back into the gutter, I got another question here. So
hurry, we got to go to break.
Okay, so when they call a play, can they call the same play, but one time the running back chips and one time he doesn't? And in the play call, is there like a certain number? I mean, is it?
Yeah. So like that's what practice is for. That's what meetings are for. Because you'll go, hey, when we call it this way, you chipping. When we call it this way, you're free releasing. Okay. You'll know the difference between the two. So yeah, all that's in the preparation throughout the week.
And our buddy Woody Woo at Woody Woo on Twitter said it's Catfish Floyd's. You're absolutely correct. It is Floyd's.
Nice.
Check it out if you go out there. Let's go to our first break. But on the way out of the show into the break, we have a special treat. If you're watching at home, from our boy Gio. Uncle Nate ain't ever had a problem at the fair. There's a beautiful picture of Nate. What was going on in that picture, Nate?
I went
Joy.
at the fair
You see his
then.
face?
I went at the fair then.
That's joy in his face.
Where were you?
Yeah, I don't know where I was, but the gut was out and hanging low.
There's a whole, I have seen it. There's a whole spread of photos of him laying like on a picnic blanket.
I was doing the shots for Sports Illustrated, man.
Is that what it was?
The fattest, baddest body in the other year.
Would you have done the body issue if that had been a thing back then? Just butt naked?
Bruh, nah.
No?
I wouldn't have did that.
Who on your team would have done it?
Oh, who wouldn't?
Mike Irv.
Mike would have done it.
Mike Irv.
Charles
Hayes.
for sure.
You look at pigtails a different way after that.
Let's take our first break. We'll be right back on Hanging with the Boys.
We are the drunk uncle.
Big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
How great would it be to travel to watch the Cowboys win on another team's turf? Pretty great. But honestly, just watching the game from anywhere but your house would be fun. Even a hotel bar with some guy named Phil from St. Louis who thinks Oakland still has a team. So whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys, the drunk uncle of the Dallas Cowboys Podcast Network. AT&T Stadium on Saturday, October the 2nd. That is tomorrow. Head out there to experience Rally Day presented by SeatGeek. Take a tour of the stadium, play games, get autographs from the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and more. Visit attstadium.com/rallydays for tickets and more information. And Chris, who we got on the phone?
Can't hear you.
First up, we've got Jared from Little Rock.
Jared, what's happening?
I always got to ask.
There go them Bulldogs.
Is it Little Rock, Arkansas, or is it Little Rock, Texas? Oh,
YouTube drunk uncle out there. Wait, that's not right. You guys get it. It's somewhere up there. Hey, man, I love listening to you guys. I'm just going to tell you, I'm so pumped that you guys came in with some energy today because I have never been more excited for a noon Cowboys game. I don't know. I can't remember the last time. We're playing an undefeated team. We've got a great team right now, and I just want to tell you, me and my boys, we're kind of in an argument. And I want you guys to settle it for me.
All right.
I'm so excited about our play calling. It is finally interesting. Like, I know everybody hates on going for the blocked punt and all that, but dude, every time I watch for punt now, I'm terrified. The other team has to be too, right? I know Jesse may be able to speak to that. But even on offense, we're running trick plays. People are seeing us line up in different ways, even though they don't work. I mean, that has to help, right? My boys are all stressed out about it.
Great question. Yeah. What do you think?
The special teams.
Thanks, Jared. Great question, man.
Thank you. For me, the special teams, because that is so singular, you don't get multiple chances at some of these things. And for special teams, when you gain a positive, it helps you so much. But when you cause a negative, it hurts you so much. And so for me, when he starts getting a little bit wild and crazy with those calls, yeah, as a guy who used to play special teams, we knew what teams that we always had to be on alert for because they would pull out anything, anytime, anywhere. But I just want him to be more.
The risk reward on special teams seems
It ain't that.
Like the negative can far outweigh the positive.
Negative
right?
can beat you. Like the negative can be so detrimental that you don't recover from it. It really can. And I mean, and we've lost this year because something as simple as making field goals. That's a special teams play. We almost lost because we gave up a penalty trying to block a punt when it's 4th and 20. You know what I'm saying? Like those things are momentum changers. Those things can change a lot. You give a team another chance for a drive, and that can be they score. That could be the determining factor of a football game.
Yeah, it almost seems like on special teams, a plus 30-yard play is not near as good as a negative 30-yard play is bad. Right. So, like, the bad can far outweigh
because that negative 30 yards can be somebody running down for a touchdown because you done threw a bad pass, a fake punt, a fumble. No, it's too, like you say, it's bad. It's horrific, man. It changes the way the fans feel. And once you change the way the fans feel, and if players are reading that vibe off them fans, everybody be looking at you like, did you believe he just coach with?
Yeah.
So what about offense? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Real quick, this is one of your points, and Cedric Wilson was on the show Monday night, and he alluded to this, and I guess somebody had a follow-up question for CeeDee Lamb this week. Cedric said on the show with me and Brad Monday night that they don't know. Coach lets them decide who's going to return the punt. And they talk about it, and he said we kind of go off the vibe and the feel. Like if somebody's feeling it, they'll be like, "I got it," and the other guys usually like, "Okay, you go get it." Or if one of them's real adamant about, "No, I want to go," and they said Coach Fossil lets them decide, and sometimes they don't know till the second they run out on the field. They're arguing all the way up to the time that they run out there. Is that normal?
No.
Is that good?
No. It's not. It's not. I need to know who. I need to know when. And again, because it's so singular, you don't have an opportunity to replay that down. You don't get multiple downs to do that specific thing. And nothing against CD, nothing against Cedric, but give me one punt returner. You know, if you feel now, if coach comes and I remember when we used to have Patrick Creighton used to be our punt returner, but every now and again, Joe Dean would go, you know what, we need a spark, and it doesn't always work in the sense of it being something big, but Dez, go catch the punt, and he'll go catch it, and Dez might run around for 18 yards and gain 3, but it gave us a little bit of a spark. You see what I'm saying? So this whole confusion thing, yeah.
Even Lamb said there's big confusion, and I just run out there. So.
I tell you,
run out there. That's just crazy. That's crazy. I've never heard that before.
Let me tell you something, and this is what I'm hoping we're learning as a team, the coaching staff, players alike. As the season go on, as you get better and teams get better, and you start playing the horses. Coming down the stretch, whoever them horses may be, you want to know. See, that's why we have, this is what I know about Shannon, this is what I know about Kurt, this is what I know about Jesse. Okay, Nate's our wild card. You don't need but 1 or 2 wild cards on your team. And your wild cards can't be, I don't know who's going to be the punt returner. Your wild card got to be, okay, Wilson, you are every down guy, punt returning. UCD is our wild card, and we want to get the spark Jesse's talking about. You don't, because what happens when the game is tight and the clock is ticking, and both of them run out there, then you got a guy running back up.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's so singular, man. Like you just need to know when you calling up, and the thing about the punt team is okay. What happens? What happens when they're both on the field, and they both ran goals? And now CD looking at him like, nah, you go ahead. He's like, nah, bro, you go ahead. Now we got to bang a timeout because we don't know who the hell the punt returner is.
Yeah, you don't leave certain things up to players.
Yeah, you don't.
And it's all fun and well when you're winning.
I was gonna say I like it until it hurts you.
Yeah,
and then I don't like it anymore. I think it's fun, it's exciting, but then as soon as we get a negative play or somebody, we have to
12 men on the field,
take a timeout,
take a
penalty. Then I don't like it anymore. That's a bad call.
I feel like it's going to come up this weekend. I feel like this
because we talked about it.
This is going to happen this weekend. We're going to have CD and Cedric both on the field. It's going to be 12 men. We're going to give up. It's going to be a penalty. We're going to let them keep it. It's going to be something crazy. Watch.
See, the guesswork I like now. This is the guesswork that I like. How Kellum is using the running backs. Now, they got a package for everybody, but they don't know who's going to get hot. Now, to me, that's exciting. Zeke may get hot. Pollard may get hot. But it's a package, and there's what's the structure to what's going on. But who get hot? Okay, well, we'll move a little away from Pollard, or we'll move a little away from Zeke because this matchup is greater. But it ain't no, hey, man, tell you what, I'm going to roll the coins whether it's going to be Zeke or whether it's going to be Pollard. To me, that's not good sound football, because when you run into the Tampa Bays of the world or the Kansas City of the world, and they're gonna be structured, and they're gonna catch you right in the middle of that foolishness, and all of a sudden now we mad. We mad. Nah.
All right, before we go back to the phones, Chris, pull that tweet I just sent up, because this is a question for you, and I've always wondered this,
dude.
I've heard this a lot on Twitter. Derek Biley. At Derek Biley Sr., he wants to know, okay, I've been watching from day one, but why do you guys only answer the phone calls from the numbers y'all know? That's a great question.
That is on Chris.
That's Chris.
That's on Chris.
That's on Chris. That's all Chris. It ain't no y'all.
It ain't no y'all,
Derek.
Look how we throw him under the bus.
So Chris.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh, that's Chris. We run it over.
Wait, back up.
How many screens do I have in my room right now?
87.
Like, I have a lot, okay? Second of all,
wait, can you pull yourself up on the
No,
on
I
the
can't.
cam?
They disconnect the camera.
Let me defend Chris. I've been in there doing other shows, and they don't take calls. But I answered the phone a couple of times. You would be amazed at all the calls they get, or how a person would call. This show started at 11:30. A person would call 11:01, 11:02, like it's on redial. The same person. So
first of all, I only have 2 lines. And
Thank you.
One of them has caller ID, and sometimes it says unavailable. So, I don't pick.
You don't pick?
I just pick it up and say.
So how do we wind up getting the same folks over and over?
They hit
redial. I'm telling you, dog, they hit redial.
And Nate's saying that it's true. One day I'm in here editing, and it starts going off, and Nate looks at me. I'm like, you can pick it up if you want. I mean, there was no shows going on at the time, and you just picked up, started talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they want to sell me something. I'm like,
yeah.
All right, so there you go, Derek. I wanted to do the same thing. So, Chris, there you go. Chris gave you the answer. All right, who we got on the phone?
All right. Let me ask this guy, does he know me? Mike in New York, do you know me?
No, I do not.
Thank you, Mike.
I've been watching you guys for a long time, man. Hey, Nate, it's a great and honor to talk to you guys.
Hey, good to see you. Good to hear you.
I got one thing to say. I hope this Sunday, I know Neil's not going to play for us because I know he's out with COVID. I want to see Cox get in there a little more. I mean, I think he's an up-and-coming player. I know he's young and stuff, but...
So do I.
Why when he said Jabril Cox's name, you and Jesse started laughing? Why?
Why? Because we're 4.
18-year-old boys.
Because it's funny.
15-year-old. We just
it's funny. Thank you for the call, man.
You want to see Cox get up in there? What he said. We do too.
Can we just
he just put it on a tee for you?
No,
that's why he called in. Set that on a tee.
Why haven't we seen more? I'm going to say the man's first name. Why haven't we seen more of Jabril on the field? Because I think we were all excited when they got him that late in the draft.
This was a mailbag question, actually, and Nick and Dave, I think, answered it. It was, he looked great in preseason, but he was facing
preseason
guys, and it was
everything was very basic.
Yeah, and all along, Jalen's probably played better than people have expected, and Leighton's, kind of doing his thing.
I'm telling you, man, when you have a responsibility and you can focus in on that responsibility, meaning Jason and Leighton, it's a great thing. You know who you are. You know where you fit in at. Now, you can do more within the scheme because you understand where you need to be and how you need to play it. So now you can grow within the scheme. So they got the advantage on Jabril. They got the advantage. So, but I'm liking how it is. I'm liking how Jabril will get his chance because one thing I think about this coaching staff, Jess, is they're not going to forget they drafted you. No. And if an opportunity arises for a situation that they think you can flourish in, I think they're going to take advantage of it. Unlike they didn't do that last year. They didn't have a package for certain guys. I bet you they got one for Mr. Jabril. Now we got to call him by his first name because y'all don't ruin his last name.
But also you have to remember when you're down so many dudes.
Yeah.
There's only so many. You got to have some stability somewhere.
Yes.
And while Jabril may be more athletic than some of the other guys, maybe he isn't as well versed in the information that's being put out there. And so it's like, man, I'm short up front. I got Micah Parsons playing everywhere.
You short up front, okay?
See?
You
want to blame me, Kurt? I mean, you want to blame me, Kurt?
It's hard sitting on the field.
But you got a little bit of struggle outside on the cornerback position, and you got to
remind me of my picture. Short up front.
All right,
we'll be right back on the last segment of Hanging with the Boys.
I'm going to take a picture naked, right?
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with United Ag and Turf. When there's work to be done, a real workhorse can make all the difference. Like the Range Boss package. Our 5075E John Deere 75 horsepower tractor features a bell spear and loader and starts at $369 per month. And the price you see is the price you'll pay. No surprises. It works like a horse, so you don't have to.
Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com. Offer ends February 1st, 2021. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Now, let's get to work.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the most family-friendly show on the Dallas Cowboys Podcast Network. Yeah. Check out the new Miller Lighthouse located outside AT&T Stadium where Dallas Cowboys game day traditions are born. Enjoy yard games, Dallas Cowboys cheerleader performances, beer gardens, and more. For more information, visit attstadium.com/Miller Lighthouse. Miller Lighthouse, your tailgate just got jealous. Let's try to get in as many phone calls as we can before Mama Gross joins the show with her predictions.
We got to clean our act up when she goes on the show. Seriously, fellas.
Who we got on the phone, Chris?
I'm going to get roasted for this one, though.
Uh-oh.
Hold on a second.
Good radio.
Tick-tock.
It's Jay.
Yeah.
Jay!
Hey, what's going on?
What's up,
hey,
man?
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, guys, I got to thank the people of Dallas, man. I had the time of my life. Everybody was so great, man. What a time I had. But I got to tell you guys a little funny story if you want to hear it.
It's got to be quick, Jay.
Absolutely.
It's got to be quick, though.
All right. Listen. So I was on the tour, right? And there were like 8 Eagle fans, like all yelling in unison. E-A-G-L-E-S, right? Eagles, right?
and they did it once, and they did it twice, and God help me, I reverted. I said, you guys suck. Blah, blah, blah. Right? You guys suck. This is our house. Like, da-da-da-da-da. And then they still kept going. And I said, you guys threw a game last year. You're a bunch of punks. Like, I lost myself. I swear to God. Lord help me. I did. I had to come home and pray. I was like, you punks threw a game last year. And right after I said that, they shut right up. I had to stick up for our Dallas people, man. Okay, I'll get off the phone. I just want to tell you guys that quick.
Thanks, Jay.
See you later.
That was nice.
Best call ever.
That was nice.
Best call ever. Thank you,
I
Jay.
love my Jersey people, man. I love my Jersey people. He said I reverted back. I had to go home and say it all.
See, I know I can't pronounce words a lot of times correctly, but did he say tour or tour?
He said
he was on a tour.
He said tour, but he meant tour.
Okay, yes, I'm like, has he been hanging out with my folks? Or?
Who you got on the phone, Chris?
I got Bruce in Illinois.
Bruce in Illinois. What's up?
Is this Bruce?
What's going on, Kurt, Shannon, Nate, Jesse? What's going on?
What's going on?
All right. Hey, I want to ask if we're going to get Cox playing this weekend since Neil is out.
Who?
Who did you say?
You know who he said. Thanks for the call, man. We appreciate it.
He said Tupac and Neil.
Thanks,
What
Bruce.
did he say?
Appreciate the call.
Jabril.
Oh, Jabril. I thought he said Tupac and Neil.
Jabril playing.
That's a good question. We don't know.
He'll be on special teams.
Yeah,
sure.
we don't know what the.
I'm going to the fair. I ain't
They're
play
just
with y'all.
lobbing them in there.
What's the next caller? We don't know.
I think our callers be playing with us sometimes.
I don't think. I don't think Bruce was. I don't know if Bruce listened to the show earlier.
Bruce had the show on in the background as he called in. No way he didn't listen.
Chris, do we have anybody else before we get to Mom?
It's a great segue into your mom.
Do we have anybody else?
Yes, you have Josh in Maryland.
Josh, come with it now.
How about the Cowboys?
How about them, baby? Yes, sir.
Hey, man, great win last week. I'm hyped. I'm always hyped. Just a couple of quick questions. Number one, I got to trust the coaching staff, Anthony Brown. He stepped up last week. We all want to bring these outsiders in. I'm listening to you, Nate. But what's going on with y'all, man? Be honest, man. He got to stay on my quarterback lap. I know that doctor get nervous every time he look at that and he hiked that ball. And y'all heard anything about Tristan Hill lately? Because with this defensive line getting messed up, I mean, you'd think he will want to get back out there, but I ain't seen him. Other than that, fellas, appreciate y'all taking the call as always. Y'all make sure y'all have a good weekend.
Thanks, man. That's how you do it. You come in with energy, you ask your questions, get out. Don't mention Jabril. Get out.
Don't mention
Jabril getting ruined, and this kid ain't even. We don't even know if he can play regular teams yet. Wow, regular defense.
What do you think about Biotish?
He's getting the ball into the quarterback's hands. He's doing a great job of snapping the ball. Yes, he is.
Is that all you got to say about that?
He's faced some tough defensive tackles.
He could use a few of them turkey legs that Nate was eating in the picture.
It's yet to be determined. I'm telling you, this kid. I said at the beginning, let's see how he develops. It's hard to get into a weight program, during the season because you got so many other things. You got that weights is just part of it. But right now you can't just sit up and squat from Monday to Tuesday and Wednesday. No, that don't happen. He do his squats on probably Monday or Tuesday, very, very light because he don't want to get stiff. He's got a good trunk down bottom, but it's just not holding up. These guys are bigger, they're stronger, they're more athletic. He's a tough guy. I told y'all that a couple when they drafted. He's a tough guy. He sets everybody. He sets the O-line. He knows what he's looking at. He can tell you where the power is coming from. But he's just a scrappy guy, and he's just fighting. He is who he is. He's just above average center fighting. He's gonna struggle. He's just a fighter.
Stepnoski do it? He wasn't big.
Stepnoski was the man.
I know he was great, but how did he?
Stepnoski knew angles. Stepnoski knew technique, and he was bulldog mean. That's a different level, bro.
Yeah.
And then he had two hogs that on the side of him. Me and Kevin Gogan. He had two hogs. He only got one hog now.
What about Tristan? before we get to Mom?
Yeah, I heard
Talking
nothing.
about
You heard
all
anything? I hadn't heard.
He's still on the pup though,
Is he
right?
still
So
hurt?
he's on the pup.
right?
So
Yeah, he's still a pup.
He can't come off until
Yeah, he's still a
weeks,
pup.
So you
So
can't.
week-
you can't-
week 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still a pup.
Week 7.
So week 7's when he can come back.
Right.
Yeah, from the pup. Yeah, he a pup.
All right, let's welcome to the show the best part of my week.
Miss Honey Bun,
Get
Miss
it.
Cinnamon Roll.
Be careful when you talk to my mom.
Oh, yeah, get a little.
Especially all the Jabril talk we had 2 segments ago.
She's been listening.
Mom, clean this show up. You need to save these boys in here.
I'm more
Starting
concerned
with your
about
son.
You than those
Thank you.
boys
Yes,
in there.
yes, you.
What's happening,
You act
Mom?
like you've been drinking all day.
You should have saw him yesterday.
How you know I haven't?
I don't. You're right.
So you did pretty good last week.
I did. It's time to pay the rent for the first of the month, so I had to work really hard at it.
By the way, speaking of paying the bills, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is just for fun. So how did you do last week?
I won 4 and lost 1.
So overall, you are
7-3.
man. That ain't bad at all.
Let's go.
All right, what you got this week, Mom?
Okay. I'm going
By the way,
to...
Nate said your cinnamon rolls were terrible.
No, Nate didn't say that.
I know,
No,
Nate. I sugar overloaded you. We'll have to
We
do
at the
something
we at the last one. My wife said,
You
"Babe, we ate the last cinnamon bun last." My wife came to me and say, "Baby, the outside was kind of hard because we kind of left the lid up." She said, "But the middle was ooey gooey and very very chewy." So we love it. Yes, ma'am.
We're going to have to do gumbo next time.
Yeah.
We won't have no sugar
There
overload.
you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I won't miss that day.
Chiefs and the Eagles. I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Ooh.
What's the point? What's the points
-6. They're giving up 6.
to the Eagles?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say this though: the Chiefs, not to change your. If you go back and look at history, the Chiefs are the one team that covers the least.
Really?
Yeah, the Chiefs never cover.
They do.
They never cover.
Yeah, they're usually really bad, but I just got a feeling that after how they were so shamed last week that something's got to give, and Mahomes has got to start playing as a team. So I decided that they were going to cover it.
Okay. All right.
What's your next one?
Okay, the Cardinals and the Rams. The Cardinals are getting 6. The Rams are giving up 6, and I think the Rams are on a roll. I think they're gonna cover it.
Where are they playing at?
They're playing at home. The Rams are at SoFi.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
a great
it's gonna be
game.
a really good game.
All right.
Then, of course, I had to take the Raiders and the Chargers. The Raiders are getting 3. The Chargers are giving up 3, and I think the Chargers are going to cover it.
All right.
I like that.
All right. And then the over-under, I took the Giants and the Saints game.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's the Saints are giving up 8.
What's the total points though?
41-5.
And you're taking the over or the under?
Under.
So you're going under 41.5.
So you saying that the Giants ain't gonna
And
score
then,
at
of
all?
course, the Panthers and the Cowboys.
Yes.
The Panthers are getting 4.5, and the Cowboys are giving up 4.5. And I know the Cowboys are going to cover.
There you go. So
what about LSU?
Doesn't seem high. She gave up on them.
Okay.
She gave up on them.
But LSU's been doing pretty good. I've been real proud of them. And I'm telling you what, it's that Bengals Jaguar game. Yeah, he's starting to look really good.
Who, Joe Burrow?
Yes.
That was a game last night.
All right, Mom.
It was a game. It was a win by a field goal. That was amazing.
That was a game, man.
So run us
Thursday night has not let us down.
Tell us your picks again real quick before we let you go.
Okay, the Chiefs and the Eagles, I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yes,
the
ma'am.
Cardinals and the Rams, I'm taking the Rams.
Yes,
the
ma'am.
Raiders and the Chargers, I'm taking the Chargers. The Washington and, no, excuse me, I skipped that one. The Panthers and the Cowboys, of course, I'm taking the Cowboys.
And then you're over, under.
Under on the Giants Saints game, so I'm under 41.5.
There you go. All right, Mom. Thanks for joining
you,
the
ma'am.
show. We got to
Thank
give
you.
our
Don't
picks real
come
quick.
home, Shannon, unless you behave yourself.
Okay, I won't see you this week then. So see you Monday.
All right,
Thanks,
guys.
Mom.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Kurt,
Yeah.
what's your prediction?
Cowboys like 24-21.
Cowboys 24-21. Nate.
By 1 point, baby.
Cowboys?
Yes, sir.
1-0. 3-2.
I dare you ask that question.
You're right. You're right. Jesse?
Cowboys 24-20.
24-20. I'm going to go Cowboys. I think this is a really good football team. I think we're
What's
scared.
the over-under, man?
I don't know.
The over-under's 55.
I think we're scared to get excited about this team, but I think they're a really good football team.
I'm excited.
And I'm still not real sure that they can win a game if they don't score 30-plus points. So I'm going to go 31-17 Cowboys.
If our special teams don't stick their nose in this and mess it up, we're going to be all right. If our special teams don't stick their nose in it and mess it up.
Don't bite the cheese. Don't show up to that game. It's an early game.
Yep.
Don't come snoozing. Don't come snoozing.
My head tells me that it's going to be a really close game.
My
head tells
we can't say that.
But my body.
No, we can't. We can't sing him. We cannot sing him. We cannot sing him.
My mind tells me that the smart play is it's going to be a 3-point game, but I feel like they might thump these guys. So 31-17.
Right.
There we go. Chris, thank you for keeping us on the air and
Can I throw a shout out?
Hey, man.
I got a shout out. Kay reminded me. Happy birthday, Douglas.
Douglas Barraclough.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Today's a big one for him, too. We won't say how big, but it's a big
50 years
one.
old.
So there you go.
Like Jabril Cox big or like
Shannon
Gross big?
See ya. Jesse, thanks for bringing it. Nate, thanks for being here. Chris,
Hey, these dudes coming in behind us, man. I had to hold Jesse off my boy Church.
We'll deal with that off the air.
Yeah.
Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air. William, thanks for
Don't get him, Jesse.
Go Cowboys. See you on Victory Monday. Let's go.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this?